backside, and he went ahead and took it himself.
That's what he does well. He has a good proficiency of getting into the paint off the dribble.
Very athletic move and a 5-point lead for himself and his team.
Yep.
Whereas Ward is going to pick up the foul
In that middle.
Corey Higgins, 7. And he does a little bit of everything at both ends of the floor.
Sure does. How about the most impressive thing about him this year? He made 45 straight free throws. And with that form, Ron, I'm sure that's not a surprise.
You know what else you got to love about him? This kid, you never really hear him. He talks to his teammates, but he does not. There's never any display of emotion or anything, either about a call or a play or anything else. He just plays the game. Gary Johnson. There's that shot Fran was talking about. He loves that.
That's good basketball by Texas because they have really spread Colorado out and really made it tough for them to guard the middle of the floor.
About to go under 5 minutes to play in our ball game. Ward got a hand in there. Took a chance on a 4th foul. Gary Johnson all the way outside now as the shot clock goes under 10. Bouncer in the corner, stolen by Abrams. And Abrams trying to pick up the foul, misses the layup, gets the follow, and he'll score it.
What's interesting right now, Rick Barnes has gone to 4 guards and Gary Johnson, so they now have the versatility to really be able to guard this offense. They can switch anytime they want.
7-point ball game.
An offensive foul by Thorne. 3:30 ABC, 3:30 Eastern.
You know, it's interesting. We'll talk about it in just a moment. A little bit more about that K-State and Kansas game. Not to go under 4 minutes, and again, a nice look inside. And Texas, I'll tell you, has done a better job.
Well, what they've done is with the 4-guard offense now, I think Rick Barnes is as much concerned about how they defend. And if you get Ward an easy basket, that's gravy. Because he's got his best defensive lineup on the court right now.
Some of the kids in attendance today, in fact, quite a few Longhorn fans up here, or somewhere up into the Rockies.
Which is not quite like when KU takes over this building.
That's an amazing thing.
KU fans from Western Kansas and Colorado.
Now they is called for travel here, and they'll have 4,500 people. Probably many times more than Colorado has.
Much to Jeff Bzdelich's consolation.
Oh, I'm telling you, I mean, the Colorado fans always really dislike that. And I can understand why, but there's one way to end it.
Yeah.
And get your kids to buy more tickets.
And keep building the program, which Jeff Bzdelich is doing with his young players.
Yeah, it's in very good hands with Jeff Bzdelich. Shot clock at 13. Thorne's been kind of quiet in the second half, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. And Barnes stays with that 4-guard offense.
Falling away, Higgins, yes. Good heavens. I mean, he is money now. That's all there is to it. He's got 29 points.
You see a little half-court fake pressure now. See, if you're Rick Barnes, now you need offense. So he's going to go back with Ashley and James. He tried to go with the 4-guard lineup as a way to just control Colorado on their offensive end. But right now what you have is you only have 1 scorer out there, and 1.5 with Johnson and Abrams.
Damian James prepares to come back into the ball game, and Mason puts up an air ball.
Well, that's not his game.
You gave his numbers earlier, and they're not real good.
Yeah, he was baited into shooting that ball.
And Johnson reaches in and picks up the foul he has always had. Let him hang around, and a lot of times you wind up, then they wind up with a 3-point play.
Well, and it's so much easier, you know. I mean, you got to work really hard to get a basket against a good half-court team. You get to the foul line, the percentages are in your favor. And there's that pressure now by Colorado. It's really token pressure, but
Fran, 2.5 minutes left. 3-point ball game. And I think a very large possession as far as Texas is concerned.
I agree, and they're going to try to. There you go.
James along the baseline. Boy, that is a tough move.
That was a good play because they ran Abrams off the triple screen to the left side of the floor and created an isolation right here for Damian James on the right side.
They got the double, but still they were not big enough or strong enough to take it away from him, and he kisses it off the glass. Jackson Wilson. How about that shot?
It's a pretty move by the Ohio State transfer. Spent some time at Fort Union Military Academy playing for Fletcher Arrett.
8 points for him. Jermel Jackson Wilson.
And he's a graduate of Colorado already, Ron, working on a second major.
Goes Balbe. James for three. That's going to be well short and taken down by Colorado. Nate Tomlinson.
Well, he's going to the rim.
Scored the basket, and he was fouled.
Second half against Colorado State, the rival from up the road.
Tie game at 70. 1:20 showing on the clock.
Now the question is, can you get Abrams open, or can you get James inside?
How many times has Rick Barnes seen this in recent weeks? We can think of 4. Ward left all alone, passes it up.
Yeah, I mean,
1 minute left in the game. Abrams downtown Boulder and saved by Ward to James.
And a heck of a save. And I'll tell you, Damian James almost jumped out of bounds with him, which would have given Ward no receiver to throw to. A heads-up play.
Nice look. Ward fouled. Got the first one. Austin. Second one by Ward. Got them both. Huge on the part of Perez Ward. Texas by a couple.
And the substitutions were designed to get 4 guards in the lineup for Texas right now.
Almost stolen. Ward got a hand in there. Plenty of time on the shot clock. It is now at 15.
See the confidence Rick Barnes has in the freshman guard.
Higgins hanging, not there. Hustle rebound by Jackson Wilson on the floor, and a hustle by A.J. Abrams. And the ball, because of the held ball, possession error says it stays with Colorado. So he bounces the ball off of Atchley.
Every cut needs to go away from the basket if you're Texas.
Bouncer. Jackson Wilson, and a foul is called on Mason. Jermel, first shot on the way. He swishes it. Made the first, trying to tie it up. He made it. Tied at 72. 7.6 seconds
got
left. Damian James pulls up at the jumper. He's fouled by Jackson Wilson. First shot on the way, and he missed it.
Okay.
Damian James with an opportunity to possibly win it for Texas with 1.6 seconds on the board. Second one on the way. He missed it. We are going to overtime.